Good morning. So we see in this week's Torah portion by Aleischa, that's the first Karban Pesach they made in the Midbar. And this was as a commandment from Hashem, specific commandment that they should make a Karban Pesach in the Midbar. You see what Rashi says. It says in the Torah that there were tmeim, impure people. Why can't we bring a Karban Pesach? Now, if you look at the Karban Pesach was supposed to be when they come into Eretz Yisrael. So where do we look back on a Karban Pesach? We look at the one in Mitzrayim. What was in Mitzrayim? Anyone could bring a Karban Pesach. Anyone. And you bring the Karban Pesach and you eat it in your house. There's no idea of a Karban, a sacrifice. A sacrifice? Okay. You cannot be tameh when you bring a sacrifice. But since when was the Karban Pesach a Karban? When was it a sacrifice? So when did it start, the idea of a sacrifice? It started right there and then. Moshe Rabbeinu said that you don't bring a Karban when you're impure. You don't bring a Karban when you're impure, so you cannot bring a Karban. So they said, wait a second. Let them sprinkle on us and we'll be tired. So we can bring the Karban Pesach and let the pure people eat the Karban Pesach. Because since it's a Karban, so anyone can bring a Karban. So therefore, let someone else eat it. So the Torah says that the Karban Pesach, the main thing is the Achila. That means the whole idea is not to be elevated to God and forget about the world. The main thing is to have Achila Karban. And since you cannot eat the Karban because you are tameh, you're impure, and it's a Karban, therefore, you cannot bring a Karban Pesach this time. You have to wait for Pesach Sheni. But the whole idea of the Karban Pesach is to eat the Karban Pesach. To make a dira b'tachtonim, down here. So Be'ez Hashem, by understanding that our avodah is not just to get elevated, but to make a dwelling place down here in this world. And that's how we have that Eretz Yisrael be nispashit, will spread through the whole world. So Be'ez Hashem, through bringing a Karban Pesach, and what's the idea of a Karban Pesach? Freedom. Learning Torah brings freedom. But make sure it comes down in מעשה, בפועל, you're learning. And that's how we bring forth the ultimate redemption. With the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu, take it from Yad Mamish now. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.